What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I did my new hair kind of straight today. I'm liking it. Also, some people have been commenting what's the thing on your forehead? Did you burn yourself with a curling iron? First of all, I'm not that clumsy. I did not burn myself with a curling iron. Okay, that's false. I burned myself with a curling iron here, but this is not from a curling iron. I've talked about it in a previous video. Had a little bump removed. Don't worry about it. Stop asking about it, please, because it's gonna be here for a while, okay? So today we are going to be talking about some Gymshark dupes, which we all know and love. In the past, I've made a lot of Gymshark dupe videos from AliExpress. Recently, there's been a lot of brands selling dupes slash just putting their own logos on the Gymshark Ombre and Energy Seamlesses. And I've actually seen some of them on Amazon too, so I decided to test a few out. Well, we're gonna test them out right now. I bought them, but we're gonna test them out. Because, I mean, AliExpress is great, but sometimes, like, you know, do you really want to wait like a month for your clothes to come? It doesn't really take a month for all of them, and also it's harder to return. But with Amazon, we know I love Amazon. It's so easy to just like buy everything. It comes in like 2 days, Prime, great return policy. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Okay, I think we're all good now. I had to reformat my SD card. Yep, we're good. It says we're okay. So now we can actually talk about leggings. So first are these pink beat, whatever you want to call these, Ombre Seamless dupes. So I'm calling them dupes even though they really feel like they look like the exact same. I'm going to compare them to my actual Ombre Seamless from Gymshark, but we will get to that. So these are from the brand Aoxjox, spelled like Aoxjox, and they range from $23.98 to $26.99 with Amazon Prime. So the price range for all of these is about like the $20 to $30 range, usually on the lower side of $20, but keep in mind the actual Gymshark Ombre Seamless leggings are $50, so you are saving a lot of money. Also, the shipping is much easier from Amazon and it's free. So I'm just gonna read the colors because it's a lot of colors. So they have gray, light gray, they have black gray, they have ice blue teal, they have pink beet, which is these, they have charcoal gray peach, they have light gray chalk pink, they have pink peach. And they also have a few solid colors, which is cool. So I guess this brand has like kind of expanded the same legging, but in like actual solid colors. So if you are really a big fan of the ombre fit, then this is a great way to get like the solid colored version. So they have black marl, marine blue marl, and washed khaki marl. And I love like khaki colored leggings, so I was really tempted to get the khaki, like the plain khaki Ombre Seamless of this brand. They're not, well, they wouldn't be ombre, but you know what I mean. But I think they were sold out, so these are clearly popular. These are made of a polyester spandex blend. So I read some of the reviews and someone said that they were a little different from the Gymshark Ombre Seamless, but I will check because I have a pair of the actual Gymshark Ombre Seamless. They have 4.5 stars, but we know that doesn't always mean they're good, as with my last Amazon video that didn't go so well. And they have no logo, and they're size extra small to large. So I guess there's nothing left to do but just to compare these to the real thing. So right away, is this focused? Yeah, so right away I'm already noticing some differences. First of all, the waistbands. So these were the first ones, I forgot what the brand, Aoxjox, whatever, the one I can't say. So these are the real Gymsharks, hence logo. And the ribbing is farther apart, if you can see. It's a little more separated than on these. So that's the first difference, but they do look very close, and the waistbands are almost the same height. These ones, the Amazon ones, are slightly higher, and they have a similar, so they're both marled. I wish I had the same color to compare for you guys, but I mean, they're probably close. They have the same line there. They have similar little like curved detailing around the side, but as you can see, it's not exactly the same. The Amazon Aoxjox ones have like a narrow knitting, and these like have like a wider knit. These are the Gymsharks. Yeah, I guess like, but it does go down to this narrow knit at the end, so that's weird. These look like so similar, but there are tiny little differences. And then they have the same like little bottom section. It looks like the Amazon ones have slightly more of this little bottom ruching than the Gymshark ones, but these are like super close. That's like weird that they have such little differences. Okay, so the back also looks very similar. We have this little detailing on the waistband, but again, slightly different. They still have they both have little booty contourings. Those look basically the same to me. And they both have the same, like, the back of the calf has this little, like, I don't know what to call it, this texture. It looks slightly different, if you can see. But yeah, I'd say that these look very similar. Now we just have to try them on. Okay, so here they are. They actually fit really well. They fit like almost like the actual Gymshark ones. I don't know, they were really soft and stretchy to get on, full length on me, camel toe. I usually have a problem with the actual Gymshark ones with camel toe, so that's pretty good. And yeah, as you can see, the waistband is very tight on my waist. There's no gaping going on, which I love. And the booty contour is actually pretty close to my butt. My usual Gymshark ones actually come to like my mid-thigh, which is just not cute. I guess we'll squat test. For full length. So overall for the Aoxjox ones, definitely impressed with these. Definitely would recommend. They feel very soft. Almost a little better than my actual Gymshark ones because the booty contour actually like goes kind of below my butt instead of my mid-thigh. So yeah, I'm really liking these. Next. So next I have a pair of the Ice Blue Teal Ombre, and these are from a different brand. These are from Running Girl, and I think my very first activewear review on this channel was included a pair of Running Girl leggings, and they used to have a dupe of the Gymshark Ombre Seamless that like they were totally different than the Ombre Seamless, but they were an ombre, like a seamless ombre legging, like if that makes sense. Like they were like an ombre legging, but they weren't exactly like the Gymsharks. Like these are much closer to the actual Gymsharks, / maybe exactly the same. We will get into that when we compare them, but they still have, these ones actually have a Running Girl logo on them. So that says Running Girl, but it's very small. I don't think you'd even notice it. These ones are $24.99 with Amazon Prime. I believe their other ombre ones were like closer to like $20, $22. But if you want to spend $2 more to be like exactly like the Gymshark ones. So these have less of a color selection. They have the gray, light gray, they have teal, they have charcoal to pink, and they have pink beet. So less of a color selection. These ones are size small to extra large, which makes me wonder if they like run true to size because the other ones are extra small to large. Like, do these companies just choose which sizes they want, or do they just like, is this one small actually an extra small? I don't know. By the way, I got smalls in all of these. I always get smalls. I'm always a small. Usually it works. So now we're gonna look at the Running Girl ones. This waistband is folded. Also, these are currently wet right now because I washed them. Okay, another thing I'm noticing is that the waistband, so the waistband on the actual Ombre Seamless, if you look how flat that is, and on me, this causes a lot of gaping and I really hate it. And these look like they actually are like wider in the hip and then narrower in the waistband. So I feel like you're gonna get more compression out of these and less gaping. So again, I think these compare to the Aoxjox ones. That's just how I'm gonna pronounce it, by the way. Thinner ribbing for sure. A slightly higher waistband, as you can see. They have that same narrow ribbing as opposed to the wider ribbing. And then they have the same like bottom detailing, but yeah, they have the booty contour and this little texture at the bottom. Super impressed with these. These are the Running Girl ones. And just like, wow, my waist is snatched. You know, this little like, this waistband is so fitting, so much better than the actual Gymshark ones. And look at that booty contour placement. Like, look, it actually contours my booty and like makes it like, you know, look cute. Like, look at that. I am super impressed. These feel so much better than the actual Gymshark ones. I would try on the actual Gymshark ones for you guys, but they are wet from the wash, so that wouldn't be very cute. But I'll insert a photo. You can see the booty contour on the actual Gymshark ones are like literally my mid-thigh. And this is so, so good. These feel amazing, full length on me. Camel toe, like not really. I mean, the fabric is so thin and contouring on these that you might get some camel toe, but so do the Gymshark ones, so what can you do? Squat proof, we will check this later, but wow, I'm really, really impressed. Full length. So tall girls, you were saved. Also, I've been including my measurements in the description, so if you are curious how these fit me and if they would like fit you, just go and check those measurements. In terms of sizing, both the Aoxjox ones and the Running Girl smalls felt like an actual Gymshark small, so they do run very true to size. So if you're a small in Gymshark and you want to try out one of these, get small. Also, sorry, I'm out of breath, it's hard trying on a lot of leggings. Also, if you're watching this video, go and get yourself some water. I noticed that in my classes, I'm like the only one who's ever drinking water, and I'm like, you guys are all dehydrated. So just trying to help you out. Okay, now we have a dupe of the Energy Seamless, and these are from the brand Colo. They're called the Seamless High-Waisted Ultra Soft Lightweight Workout Leggings Butt Lift High-Rise Yoga Pants. Oh wait, these have bad reviews. These have 3 stars out of 15. I guess that's not awful, but there's clearly something wrong with them. It says they run small, which is great because I got my normal size. Yeah, they only come in small, medium, and large. And they have the purple, they have the like lilac purple, they have the red, they have the green, and they have the black. And they call them all like chic black, chic green, chic red, light purple, and chic purple. So light purple and chic purple are not the same. Yeah, so people said in the comments or the reviews that they were like Gymshark but not squat proof. So we're off to a great start with these. These were only $15.99, so that is a good deal. I think that's like about the same price as AliExpress, if not a little cheaper. But they really, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but they look like the real Energy Seamless to me, and they feel like it, so I don't know. And now for the Energy Seamless. So in terms of waistband, it looks like the Gymshark waistband is a little bit higher, as you can see, but they both look very similar in like fabric texture, and they feel exactly the same to me. And okay, here's the energy part. Okay, this is clearly not exactly the same. I think we're missing like one line of the eyelets. These are the actual Gymshark ones, logo, huh? So yeah, we're missing one line of eyelets. These have 4 and these only have 3. So that's kind of interesting. But everything else looks so similar. Like it really, really looks super similar. They even have, it's very similar on the bottom too, except it's also missing 1 row of eyelets on the top. I'm just wondering how these companies can be like so similar that it's almost exactly the same, but like there's just the tiniest differences. This is so weird. Okay, so there's similar little like kind of outlining, contouring going on. There is the slightest booty contour. So this is the real Gymshark, and these are the fake, or the like Amazon ones. And this booty contour looks like slightly thicker than this one. Very hard to tell though. Yeah, I think these have like a little more in height than this. This is a little tiny bit smaller. And then, yeah, that's really the only difference. They have the same little like waistband detailing up there. Well, no logo obviously, but these are very, very close. So these definitely run a little small. I like can't quite get them all the way up. I also like feel like I'm gonna rip them. Like this is already very, very stretched out. Like you can see my leg is kind of popping out of these. These are just very tight. So would definitely size up in these for sure. Yeah, they feel pretty comparable. Squat proof. They actually do look pretty squat proof. But I don't know. I don't love these. Wouldn't totally recommend these. They probably would be good in a size up. I mean, I can, like the crotch is like it's not on my crotch, you know what I'm saying? Because they're very tight. So yeah, size up in these or just don't get them. The AliExpress Energy Seamless are really good. Wow, I feel like I need to take these off before like rip them. So yeah, recap, both the Ombres were great, if not better than the actual Gymsharks. I felt like the waistband was like a little more tight and like compressing and less stretchy. Like it's not as likely to stretch out as the actual Gymsharks. So would totally recommend you get a pair of those, especially for like $25. I think that's great. I really want to keep these, they're so pretty. But in terms of the Energy Seamless dupe, I mean, I think they'd be okay if you sized up, but they were just like really tight on me. Definitely don't run true to size, and I haven't checked the squat test yet, but I actually think they were pretty squat proof. The material looks pretty thick, but yeah, I mean, definitely size up in these. The AliExpress Energy Seamless dupes are perfectly good, especially in a Po gym. They actually do run true to size on AliExpress, so I don't know, I feel like that's a little less risky than this. These were only $15, so you know, but if you do want a $15 Amazon dupe, I'd say these are pretty good as long as you size up. But the winners of today are definitely the Ombre Seamless. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any video requests, of course, leave them down below. Happy to do that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!